Alright guys, this one's going to be Juno View today. This one's going to be Juno View for the From series. We're back with another Q&A video, of course. Want to go over your guys' Q&A comments and questions before the brand new episode this weekend. Very, very excited for another episode of From. I've been loving, everything I've been seeing. It's been a very, very good series overall, and I'm kind of starting to notice that we're getting to the nitty-gritty stuff. We only got 15 episodes of this show. I know that doesn't seem like we're that near the end, but I'm telling you, that's going to go by quick. So I'm going to savor this for sure, because this has been one of the best series in the modern TV days. 100%. Like, it's up there with, The Boys and, some of these other big titles that I just love, Invincible, stuff like that. So, let's get into this here. Starting things off with Funko Master, who says, hey, Dan, Q&A question. Do you think that the ending of From Season 4 is going to end with Boyd's Parkinson's disease coming through to fruition? I could see that, because they build that up every season, don't they? I think he was shaking a little bit in one of the newest episodes. That's the only thing we've seen of him aside from that. But, I think that could happen, because, I keep going back to the phrase that he says in, I believe it was Season 2. When he yells out to the monsters and he yells out to the town in general, "You don't fucking break me! You don't fucking break me!" He loses his shit, I feel like it's gonna break him in some kind of way. Shit's gonna break him for sure. Whether he dies at the end, I'm gonna be honest, folks, I have no idea if they're gonna kill Boyd at the end. But, more of me thinks he might, because I feel like the Parkinson's, either way, even if he survives, I feel like if he got out of the town, I feel like he'd have no life to live anymore. I feel like he's gonna sacrifice himself in some kind of way, so I lean more towards a death. But, or at least in terms of the Parkinson's stuff, I think by the end of the season, that's going to get the best of him. I think Funko Master here is... I think you're onto something, to be honest. Then again, though, we will see. The next one comes from Daryl, who says, Q&A, at the end of Season 4, Episode 5, Jade said to Boyd that he knows where the children are, that he knows how to go home, and that he knows how to save the children. This revelation came after Jade went into the caves and was put in that grave by the monsters. And that grave had remains of the children. Based on this, what do you think Jade's plan is to save the children? Daryl, I have no freaking clue. I am just as clueless as you all are in terms of that. When he said that, I was like, wait, what did he see? What did he get inside the grave and he saw a fucking portal or something to the real world? What did he see? I don't know. Something tells me, though, the cave has something to do with the exit, right? Because how else would he know how to go home? He only figured it out when he went into the cave. So is this a Stranger Things thing where there's a portal, you can just go, right into the next thing? Is it the back rooms where you just go right into the next thing? I do feel like we're in some kind of thing like the back rooms, more like an outdoor back rooms. If anybody knows what the back rooms is, you know what I'm talking about. Where it's we're stuck in this one place, we can't escape. It kind of is like back rooms in a sense. If anybody doesn't know what the back rooms is, well, maybe consider watching the movie coming out this weekend. Because it's kind of like From. You're stuck in one place, you got to get out, blah, 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 But back to my point here is I think that overall, whatever he found in there is some kind of source to get them out. But we didn't fucking see it. So I'm like, damn it, writers. I want to see that shit, And I feel like we're not going to see it for a few episodes. I don't think that cliffhanger is getting resolved as quickly as a lot of folks probably think. I think we're going to kind of slowly build up to what he knows. He's not going to explain everything because I don't think he wants to put it out to the universe and get everybody's hopes up. But with Boyd, he doesn't mind telling him because Boyd's the dude in charge. He should know. But I think he found a source to go home. I do. I think saving the children... whether he knows how to do that or not, I think he might have at least found some kind of magic pathway to get them home. I think that's what it is. But again, it's, it's hard to say whether or not that's what it is. It could genuinely be anything else, but that's the only bet I have. Because how would he know how to go home if he doesn't see some kind of secret pathway, He would have had to be in there, and he would have had to see something that kind of is oh, wait a minute, that's a breach or something. Something. I don't know. Because do the monsters, I guess that's my question. Do the monsters have any source of access to the real world? Do they? Is that something that they have control over? And they just choose not to make it a big deal because the real world is the real world and they can take whoever they want from the real world and put them into their little, fucked up society. I feel like they have access to the real world. I don't know. is that going to be like a big reveal at the end of season 4? Is that you see them go from Fromville to the real world and the monsters are just walking around the real world like, hi, how you doing? Or, hey, yeah, oh yeah, did you finish that book yet? Or, hey, how you doing? Or, nice to see you, you know? Like, do these people actually still wander around in the real fucking world and people think that these are real fucking people? Like, is that something that happens? I don't know. I don't know how crazy they're gonna make this go, but my brain goes with that shit. I tell you what, I could talk about it all day, so I won't. But there's the best answer I could give at least, because I don't know what the fuck he saw. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what the hell he saw. That's beyond me at this point. The next one comes from James, who says, MGM needs to stop letting people have early access to the entire season. I'm okay with them letting people have 2 to 3 hours earlier to make their reviews, but holy crap. This is why I can't stand theories anymore. I like the time where people are posting theories and they actually just know that they're correct. What do I believe or not? I've seen so many people have good theories, but I don't think of them really make any sense or hit the forums of last week or so, and now I don't know what to think about it. Some I had personally, now I'm not even wondering. I'm just, saying that type of stuff. So, yeah, no, I don't blame you, honestly. James, I kind of have noticed that as well, too, and it's actually, I included your comment because I wanted to bring it up. I've seen that in the community. There's people that have seen this entire season. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like, I don't understand. Unless you're like a big company or you're like a big reviewer, I have no idea why that's happening. Like, okay, let them have access to the first couple episodes. Yeah, it is what it is. The whole season, though, no, that takes the complete purpose out of what you're doing. Because, like, the whole point of From is to theorize week to week to week instead of just get the whole thing. I don't know what MGM is trying to do with that. I really don't, because I feel like MGM has a really bad release schedule. Like, I feel like the way that they're releasing this season and letting some people get it first, and then some people get it here, and then some people get it later overseas, I've seen, and, like, this and that. The release schedule of this season has been absolutely awful. Like, that's like the one thing I will say about this season that has been really bad, is there's some people that can't even access the episodes right away. There's some people that are getting the episodes early, and they're getting, like, the whole fucking season, like, for some odd reason, and then there's people that have barely seen it. Like, it's so weird, because it's like, there are a lot of people that are at the different spots, and I think that kind of takes the excitement away, because there's not as much theorizing going on, because people have seen the whole fucking season. Like, I've watched like multiple different reviews of multiple different reviewers, and a good bunch of them are saying like, oh yeah, I've seen the whole season. I'm like, the fuck? Like, what? Like, I don't understand it. It really doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Because it's funny, like, even if MGM, let's say, reached out to me, because I haven't gotten anything from MGM. They haven't reached out to me whatsoever. But let's say they did, I'd be like, okay, like, I'll get maybe a couple episodes early. Sure, thanks, but I wouldn't want the whole season. Like, no, like, I want to theorize with folks, I want to do the theory videos on where I think things could go, When you get the whole season on a silver platter, it's kind of like, okay, it's fun, but then, okay, I just gotta kind of wait patiently as these episodes all release. Like, it doesn't, doesn't really have that same type of impact, So, the way they're putting this shit out and the way they're dishing this out, fucking awful. Genuinely. Fix that, because I do not want to get the series finale spoiled for me through comment sections of people saying, oh, by the way, Boyd dies in series finale. Like, no, that's ridiculous. I love this show, and every time I go online and it's like, oh, by the way, this happens in episode 8, or, oh, actually, this happens in episode 10, I'm like, shut up! Like, what the fuck? I don't give a damn if you've seen it. I haven't seen it. So, it is what it is. It's just stupid. I think the way that MGM has released this, yeah, no, absolutely agreed. It's terrible, and they absolutely should not do something like that, because it ruins the experience for pretty much everybody. So, it is what it is. And the last one for this one comes from Mary, who says, thank you, Dan, for taking my question. Yes, that body is in one of the trailers. Maybe it's Tilly and had to burn it, question mark. Q&A, by the way, Dan, do you see the screenshot out there of some of the YouTubers are showing Sophie and Henry drinking together? Damn, what's up with that? And of course, Sophie has a smirk on her face. Now, that is crazy. Yeah, so I mean, like, does Henry die in episode 6? That kind of just kills my theory right there. Yeah, I have seen that photo. In general, I think that's the one thing about it is, like, I think Sophie is definitely going to, she's gonna do something. It's just a matter of like what the hell she's gonna do, because she's definitely gonna kill somebody. I say she like it's a she. It's actually Man in Yellow disguised as a woman. But yeah, you know, which that's another thing that I've kind of mentioned in some of my reviews. I'm alright with it, but I think we need to get to the flip back to the Man in Yellow. I think the Sophia stuff, it's ran its course now, in my opinion. I think we need to kind of, you know, now we need to kind of get to the reveal. Because we were sold a concept on the Man in Yellow this season, and we have barely seen the Man in Yellow, like actually as the Man in Yellow. So I would say it would be disappointing if we didn't start getting to the actual Man in Yellow within the next few episodes. But that is crazy that they're sitting there drinking. That is crazy stuff right there. I'm curious to see kind of where that goes. But yeah, there you guys go. That's kind of my Q&A for this week. There's kind of a little rant as well too, kind of mixed in there. MGM, fix your release schedule. It's awful this season. It's genuinely really bad, and I can't believe how many spoilers I'm hearing about these final episodes. Like, I'm like, yo, like, what the hell? Like, seriously, like, you guys are supposed to be early reviewers, not early spoilers. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, that shit's really bad. But hopefully in the future they don't do what they did with this season. Hopefully they let people get access to the first couple episodes. That's fine. A few days early, let people review it. After that, though, do not release this whole season to reviewers. I think that is an absolute shitty way of doing it, because then you hear damn near everything before the episode comes out. You know a bunch of stuff. And it's like, if I feel like there's not even a contract tying these people down to this shit. It's kind of like, just like, oh yeah, this is what happens. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? And again, it's not all early reviewers, but there's some I've seen that I'm like, yo, you're just describing the episode to me. What the fuck, you know? So, it kind of kills my joy of getting ready for the episodes. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I think MGM needs to fix that for the final season, especially because it's the ending, and you want to keep the ending under wraps. Yeah, don't do what you did with this season. I highly suggest that you don't do that. So, anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Scum, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for my videos very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.